I like rice. Rice is great when you're hungry and you want to eat 2,000 of something. Welcome to Shave&Butcher. Bit of a mail call thing to start with, because why not? This is a package from Grön Lycka and Carina. Ooh, if I remember, I'll put a link to the video where I interview Carina. Oh, that's a few years ago. My interviewing skills weren't hadn't peaked yet. So yeah, it's difficult to open. Maybe I'll open it with my razor sharp tongue. There you go. So there you go. It says tack, thank you. Herb-based love. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got, this is, what do you call it? Bath soaps? Bar soaps. La Provence. You guys don't care. I want to see them. They look so good. Look at that. It's lavender and it's quite nice. This one is Nordic Star. It's peppermint and cinnamon. You're going, can you shave with them? Well, I guess. And the third one is Sweetheart, peach and strawberry. That's Carina's day job at Grön Lycka, to make stuff like that. The shaving thing is fun, I think, but you know, not a lot of money or anything. And here we have, where's my razor sharp tongue? There you go. Oh, you're wondering what special knife I have. This is a dull broken fruit knife, which gets used for just about anything. Ah, this is Troll. Grapefruit, pineapple, creamy coconut milk for smooth skin. So this is a bigger container and a bigger soap. It's sealed, the loveliness. Ah, that is great. I've purchased quite a few Troll soaps and other soaps from Carina, and it turns out I don't have any left. I give them away. I've sent them to various parts of the world. There you go. And that's not why we're here. Why we're here is because of this. This is from another Swedish artisan, namely Matti. So he told me Friday that I'm sending you something. So let's see what it is. It's a lollipop, which you sometimes get from Matti. And it is the new Harry Wong. He had a video up. I'll put a link to that as well if I remember. He had a video up the other day where he showcased it, Swedish flag. So this is Harry Wong. This is a limited edition. I have number 3. I don't know what I've done not to get number 1. So someone will be, I've got number 1, probably Frank or Dave or someone. So this is a new scent. It's the same soap base, but a new scent from Matti. Nice. I wasn't sure when he explained it. So it's basil, peppermint, lemon and orange. So he took all his scents and put it into one. It's actually quite nice, because they usually smell like one thing. Well, Black Osa is a few different ones, and you know, contents, maybe you can read. No, you can't, can you? Anyway, soy wax, coconut oil, shea butter, water, and the essential oils for the scent. So there you go, basil, peppermint, lemon, orange. This is 70 grams, which is an ounce and a half, I'm not sure, round about that. So it's, and it was made in week 8, vecka 8. There you go. Oh, and it's on the inside as well. Same, oh no, hang on. This soap is a dedication to Mr. Harry Wong, the unknown sniper. If you know, you know. Some have heard about him, some have been hit by him, but no one really knows who he is. It's a little story, beautiful. So we're shaving with that. I had a feeling it might be one of Matti's soaps, so we're using one of Matti's brushes. And what else but CV Helgestrand and a Matti's favorite razor, Oops, MK31, in brilliant condition. Okay, there we go. So lather up. It is a small container. We'll see how it goes. It's usually okay. I'm really happy he did make a container, because the other ones have been loose and you kind of had to grind them to get them into anything that you can lather out of, unless you want to hold it in your hand. Oh, we're wearing the blue today. Why, you ask? I don't know. To commemorate the marine biologists, let's say, because it's blue. So a damp brush, not wet, just damp. This loads quite easily. It's probably plenty. Loads quite easily. Usually builds a lather quite quickly. So he says it's the same base, but I've found you never know, even with the most careful, most professional soap makers, even with the same base, sometimes there is a little bit of variation. And I've even had soaps that are off and don't really produce a good lather. So there you go. So let's see. This is very pasty because there is very little water in it. It smells nice. You know, of course I know what's in it, but I can pick out the peppermint for sure. Basil, quite strong. I like basil. I don't know if I have basil in any other soap than Matti's, but I do enjoy them. Lemon lime is, you know, for me gets mixed up a bit. Is it green? Nah, it isn't. It's just me. I'm just green with... What am I green with? Envy. Let's see how this works. It feels like there's a slight tint. The soap itself, the puck, is not green. Okay, so you saw I painted quite a bit of water in there. I didn't load for that long, 15 seconds, 20 maybe, in that little jar. So no real overload of soap, although I'm sure I have plenty. And I soaked it pretty well, you could see that. And still super dry. Super dry, like the Japanese clothes brand. Then again, that is just cold super dry. Why is it called super dry? If anyone knows why the Japanese, is it Japanese? I think it's Japanese. Feels Japanese. Maybe it's Swedish. So again, quite a bit of moisture. I'm letting the faucet tap run. Tap. Hope that's okay. So working an additional amount of water into that. Obviously, if you've been shaving for a while, you know that the more soap you have, the more water you need to put in. So I want to go careful so I don't overdo the moisture, because you can sort of kill the lather. If you put in too much water at once, the concentration of soap in the mix becomes too low and you dilute it and you don't get a lather and it's barely slick. So I'm just working it carefully. That's good to shave with for a lot of people. You see, small peaks, but I want more moisture in it. Nice to play around with the lather. And if you are playing around with the lather for quite some time, this brush is brilliant. It's really comfortable to hold. The handle is long, which helps. To be honest, if I do this for whatever, 10 minutes or so, and I have a short handle, I get a cramp. Sounds ridiculous, but I really do. I really prefer long handles. Matti's brushes are the most comfortable brushes I have. And I'm not saying that just because he pays me. That's part of the reason. But you know, I really, it's great. You know, I have my hobby as my job, and finally I get paid to say nice things about Matti's products. But it's a pleasure because they're not shit. In fact, let's see how not shit this lather is once we're done. I feel we should be getting there. That is a nice sheen. Always difficult to make that come across on the camera, but it is a nice sheen. Wow, so thick. So thick, so nice to the skin. I know it sounds funny because Matti is my friend, but truly, this is one of my favorite soap bases. Okay, just a little bit of water and we're good to go. See if there's peaks. Oh, take a look at that. What do you think? What do you think? And I'm pushing it even harder with the water. Such a nice sheen on that. Okay, we're done. God. Most people have stopped watching by now, but it's a new soap. What can you do? You gotta play with it, have fun with it. Okay, MK31. Matti's favorite razor, not really my favorite razor. I think it's pretty small and flimsy, but it does cut nicely. Okay, it's not flimsy. That's stupid of me to say. I just prefer slightly larger razors. What am I compensating for, you ask? Boom! Shakalaka! Very nice. Very nice lather. Battery is almost out. Okay, let's shave quickly. Can you see the sheen on that? Can you? I'm not joking. This is ridiculously good. I mean, I am working the lather quite a bit and I am getting better at it to get the kind of lather I like, I prefer. But holy smokes, this is a good soap. I wonder, you know, what do the real soap nerds think about this? And is soap nerd a compliment or not? Because let's face it, a lot of us know Matti from his YouTube channel, from Facebook, and everyone likes him. because he's likable and he's generous. And he can do anything. So it's easy to like his product. And I'm like that too. You know, if I get something from someone I like, I want to like it a lot. So I probably do like it more, you know. I can't say I'm being perfectly objective, but this stuff, hang on, this stuff is nice. In terms of scents, well, scents are subjective anyway. I'm not a huge fan of peppermint, never have been. This is fine, I like the basil and the citrus fruits. My favorite so far, and I think I've tried all of them, although orange lime, I'm not sure. My favorite is the pure orange. But that's really down to the preference and what you like, it really is. Lovely, 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 lovely. That was a good first pass. With Matti Lindholm soap. Just, hands are moist, not really wet. Just feeling where we're at. Adding a tiny bit of water because the lather I put on for the second and last pass is always just a tiny bit drier than on the first pass. Why that is, I don't know. Does it dry on the brush? Probably not so much, but I think my skin is drier as I put it on. So I compensate that a bit with just keeping the face moist. Not really very wet, but moist. Here we go. Paso due. Wish I could shave as elegantly and quickly as Matti does. Well, you can't get everything in life. That's just beautiful. Lovely. Matti's done a good job with the labels too. You know, it's all done in-house. He doesn't have a graphic designer to help him, like some people do. So it's nice, and it's got the unicorn and the colors for the various soaps. You know, I can think of worse labels from more professional, bigger companies. There you go. Just a bit more. Cool. I have a couple of meetings tomorrow in the morning, so I want to look looky. It's internal stuff actually, it doesn't matter. It's but it's video, and you know you want to look good, you want to look your best. The pin on this one is a bit loose, that's not very good. Trying to remember where I purchased it. Swedish eBay, I think. So someone took the pin out to clean the blade and the scales properly. And if you don't put it back correctly with spacers on the inside and and really get it right, then they get loose after a while. I can fix that. It's just a bit annoying. Then again, I paid very little money for this. What did I pay? I want to say less than 400 Swedish, so less than $50, which is a steal for a MK31 in no new old stock type condition. It's been refurbished, but still. It shaves really well. Niklas edge, I think. I don't think it came shave ready or shave ready for me. You get spoiled. If you have a good Hohenmeister, you get spoiled. That's why I don't even want to learn. Well, I'm lazy too, and I don't want to spend a fortune on stones. Well, no, I would actually spend a fortune on stones. But I just know it's not going to be quite as good as the way other people do it, like Niklas, for example, or Matti, for that matter. And then, you know, I don't want to settle for, you know, okay, just because I'm doing it. For me, it's not. If you've tasted the good stuff, it's just not worth it. We do have some whetstones. Japanese synthetic stones. So they're probably not good enough for straight razors. But yesterday I did do a half decent job on the kitchen knives, actually. It just takes such a long time because I don't do it very often, and they're jagged and very bad condition. So it takes a bit of time, and I only did the 1000 grit thing until they became even on the edge. So no polishing or anything. But then again, my family puts them in the bloody dishwasher if I don't stop them. Sacrilegious. Okay, they're not really nice, but they're still, you know, Japanese carbon steel. So it's not very good to put them in the dishwasher. It's idiotic. But they do anyway, and they know I sharpen them. My wife is the worst. Good thing she has other traits that we appreciate. Cool, let's see what that felt like, what that feels like now. It was a lot of fun playing around with that soap, with that lather. Yeah, feels very good. Skin feels good. Super slick. I can do I've pretty much taken everything off. I can do another pass just by, yeah, wow. Good job, Matti. Good job. As I said, scents, depends on what you like. This is fine. You know, I prefer orange. That's because, you know, Matti's orange it's essential oil, something orange. You open it up and it smells like you're peeling an orange. It's unbelievable. Really is cool. Maybe only basil for me. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, Clubman Pinot. Another Matti favorite. Really a suck up video, this one. This is Matti's favorite. I'm wearing Matti's favorite underwear that he sent me used. No, it's not true. I wouldn't wear them. That's too much. That's too kinky. Ooh, yeah, baby. Don't you forget it. Cool. So, Matti Lindholm shaving soap, shaving supplies. Harry Wong. He sent, or he's going to send, a bunch to Marion the Barbarion. So reach out to him if you want a soap, if you're in North America. In Sweden, they're hard to get, but if you're really interested, push Matti and he may make more really nice. I like the touch with the little story on the inside. It's almost like a poem. I like the containers. They're small, quite enough. Not a problem, not a problem. You just load. I don't make the lather in the soap. So good job. I like small soaps because then you use them up and you don't need to carry them for 8 years or something. Okay, enough. Matti Lindholm, thank you very much for the shaving soap. Thumbs up, 2 of them. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Stay sharp.